What's going on, everybody? I swear the thumbnail is not clickbait. I will get to what that means, but I just want to rant for a little bit about some pre-release stuff that happened, or like kind of the Destined Rivals pre-release, in my opinion, on all of that. So today I'm just going to do a video kind of talking about the current state of the hobby and kind of how I feel like things are kind of going and how I feel like I might be best moving forward, I guess, or what is the most optimal path forward through all of this kind of uncertainty and chaoticness that has become Pokemon in the last couple months. And I'm also going to show some stuff that I pulled during some of the Destined Rivals pre-releases, which is kind of like what sparked this whole video, just because, like, I mean, like, pre-release events are fun, and it Journey Together was like fine. Nobody had to like get turned away because they didn't have enough packs or they didn't have enough kits for people to participate. And but it like got close. So there's definitely a lot of people playing, and like I could tell like Surging Sparks brought a lot of people in pre-release events. It's kind of like those pre-release events were kind of the ones I started seeing like new people showing up, and I'm like, you know, that's great. I like seeing new people play. I like people being brought into the hobby, but Journey Together was, you know, a lot of people, a lot of new people showed up, even more new people showed up, and so it was just, you know, a little bit more like, wow, this is a lot of people doing this pre-release stuff. Like, this would be pretty cool, like, to keep it going, but like also these shops only have a certain amount of these cards that they get for all these people that are showing up, so like not everybody's gonna get stuff if more people keep showing up. And you know, flash forward to Destined Rivals pre-release, where the shop that I usually go to only got like, I don't know, right, relatively around like 80 kits to do pre-release events with, and like that's fine, but they decided, you know, break it up into a couple different days, do a couple different events. They capped the first one at 30, and then they capped the other ones at 20, and then they did two that had 15. And it's like, I get it, they got to do what they got to do, and they got to spread it out to the people and do it on days that they usually do, like Pokemon stuff. But it just feels bad that, I mean, I've never had to show up to like pre-release events early, and I was lucky enough to, you know, play in all of them and secure spots, but it just made me feel really bad, like standing in line. I mean, I waited in line, gosh, the one Sunday that had 20 spots for, or 15 spots for, you know, almost 45 minutes before the shop even opened. And I was number 7 in line. Like, there were already people waiting before me. And, you know, closer to noon when they opened, more people showed up wanting to play in the pre-release, and, you know, they had to get turned away. And some of those people were kids. And I'm like, you know, I don't know. I'm like conflicted, because it's like, I don't know. I kind of want these cards to play with. I feel like that's the main thing for pre-release stuff, is to get the cards ahead of time so you can use the cards that are playable and build decks and put them into stuff. And so as like a player, I'm like, I don't want to give up my spot, because like I could pull a card that I need for a deck, and like you know, but it also feels bad because it's a little kid that's like sitting there waiting in line that probably had to like convince their parents to drive them to this shop and play Pokemon. Like, I don't know, it's just very frustrating to me. And I was like very conflicted in the moment, being like, you know, should I care about this? Should I have like empathy for these kids who can't enjoy this? Or should I just focus on trying to get the cards that I need and stuff? And it got really blurred, like blurred lines started showing up where I was like, no, like, you know, I'm just opening these packs. And it's like, why am I opening these packs? Like, I don't really care that much about this stuff anymore. Like, as far as like opening stuff goes, like, I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody's sitting there watching YouTube videos of people opening packs and being like, oh, this is great. You know, I think everybody who's watching those type of videos are kind of like, oh, this is great for you. Like, this is great for this person. Like, I feel like the cool part about watching Pokemon opening videos, or at least like for me, was, oh, hey, like, I'm opening this product up and I have access to this stuff, so like I know what I can pull out of this, and like I want to watch some videos of some other people opening the same thing and see like what they get. It's like a camaraderie community thing, and now it just feels like that is all just like broken because only certain people who have certain influences and certain connections can get cards to open, whereas like the regular people that are watching these videos can't do that. It's just like unrelatable, and like no one wants to watch unrelatable content. You know what I mean? Like no one wants to watch something that like is completely not in their wheelhouse of like comprehension. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like especially in like Pokemon, it's like so many different metaphors for like how this has like devolved into the state that it is. And I don't blame the people that are doing the openings and that have the cards. I mean, like, I like opening videos. I've been making opening videos for a while. I just haven't been able to get stuff. And it's like, since I haven't been able to get stuff, I haven't really been watching other people open cards. And even the videos that I post, like, about opening cards, they don't really get that many views. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think anybody wants to watch this kind of stuff. Like, I don't think anybody, like, relates to this anymore because they're not able to open the same product. Whereas it's like, you know, maybe, like, rewind a year ago, people would love to watch, like, a Scarlet and Violet base box opening because, oh, hey, like, I can watch this opening, see all the cool cards that are in the set, and be like, hey, you know what? I might go buy one of these boxes because they're only $80. And now it's like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to order something I'm not going to open up 4 packs of like Prismatic Evolution and pay, you know, $60 for that. Like, I'm just not going to do it. And I'm certainly not going to waste my time driving around to like different stores near me that I think might have cards. Like, I don't know, it's pretty wild. I also just wanted to show off some of the Destined Rivals stuff that I got and kind of just say that I'm pretty much done making a Pokemon content opening. I think I have an ETB of Destined Rivals that I'm going to open, and that's it. I'm not going to make any more Pokemon card opening content just because I don't want to. I don't like it. I don't even like watching it. I just like don't want to be a part of like people having like, you know, not attitudes, but people having issue with somebody being able to get something that they're like not able to get. And I feel like that was the whole like draw of Pokemon cards, is like, oh, we can watch people do this and we can do this ourselves too. It's that to me was always like a really good, really wholesome part of the whole hobby, and that's just gone, which is really upsetting, and why I'm kind of just like, I'm done. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm just gonna focus on doing more like competitive Pokemon stuff. Like, I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, I'll turn you guys around and we'll look at some of the cards that I got from Destined Rivals. I mean, yeah, Destined Rivals, like, as a set is pretty sweet. I mean, it's huge. There's so much stuff. And, like, all these rocket cards and all these other things are pretty sweet. Shaman, gotta do the Shaman because it's playable. Gotta make sure I pull some of those. I think I pulled 2. I gave 1 to somebody else. I only need 1, but the artwork, oh yeah, I didn't know this Diplin was in here. Diplin's so awesome. I love it. And then I got a reverse holo Diplin. The Annihilate in this set's pretty crazy too. It does some pretty wild stuff. And then, yeah, all the Rockets Pokemon are super sick too. The Misty's Pokemon, not so much. Misty kind of got shafted, but the Rocket stuff is crazy. Full art Team Rockets Archer. This card's sick. I think this was the only full art that I got, but I'm cool with it. I mean, full arts are full arts, man. Slugma, dude, Ethan's Typhlosion is crazy. It was just popping off. Oh yeah, dude, oh yes. I like tried to use this in like my Ethan's deck, and it just, somebody else pulled a Spidops illustration rare. That was kind of cool. But yeah, the Ethan's Typhlosion is sick, and Ho-Oh did not really like support it very well. Steven's Metagross. I thought that the Stevens and the Marnie's stuff came out specifically in the rival decks. There's that Shaman that I gave away. But it doesn't. They're just crammed in the set. So even more cards are in the set. Like, just release that stuff as like the rivals like deck box, I guess. Blipbug, Toedscruel. Oh, Misty's Lapras. I'm not gonna. I did pull some illustration rares. Actually, I will say this. I did also pull the Misty's Psyduck. But I didn't record it because I was like, that was Sunday's event, and I was like, I'm not gonna pull anything out of it. Like, I'm just not even gonna bother setting my camera up, and then I pulled this card. So Figured I'd show it at least. All right, let's get back to the pack openings. There's a reason why I thought that. It's because of the Misty's Lapras reminded me of the fact that I also pulled the Misty's Psyduck, which I feel like are probably going to be two of the top illustration rare cards in this set. But I also pulled a second Misty's Lapras. I was like, no way, dude. I think they were like, yeah, they weren't back to back. There were like 2 packs in between. But that was my bonus packs. So yeah, Misty's Lapras, crazy. Team Rocket's Watchtower is pretty sick too. It disables colorless. Fun stuff. Nidoran, dude. I wish I had gotten a Nidoking, like a Rocket's Nidoking, but oh yeah, and then the Cynthia's cards too. I didn't pull too many Cynthia's cards, and then this Team Rocket's Moltres. I think I pulled 2 of these. I think there's 2 of these in this video, but I'm not 100% sure. I tried to use this in a deck too, but it's just not very good. Like, I think it works. I don't even know if it really works in like a Rocket deck. I haven't really messed around with any of the Rocket stuff yet, but all the Rocket Pokemon are pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Meowth. We got Spidops, regular Spidops. I used that in a deck like on my last pre-release event. Which is what this is from. I got kind of shafted on my kit, and like, there's not really a whole lot of playable stuff. Oh, Crustle! Ooh. Dude, this is such a good illustration rare. Crustle's so good. I love Crustle. Crustle gets a lot of love, dude. I don't know. I like the other one from, I think, Paradox Rift. But that Crustle card's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I had to show myself opening some of these packs too, so you guys just didn't think I was faking this stuff. Another Melodic, the Annihilate Reverse, Raticate. I'm not sure about the Arven's cards. I think Arven kind of got shafted a lot too. I feel like Arven deserved better. They kind of went super hard on the Rockets Pokemon, not gonna lie. There's so many Rockets Pokemon. I mean, I think they're all fairly good, but I'm not 100%. I have to look into this set a little bit more. And I think that's it. I think this might be the last pack. Yeah, I think, yeah, yesterday when I went to the final pre-release event, I didn't pull anything out of my kit that was like substantial, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit what's the word? I'm getting a little bit like jaded by Pokemon, and like just I can only affect how my attitude about it, so I'm choosing to adjust my attitude and focus on aspects of this hobby that I still enjoy, because opening packs is not one of them. Like spending the money and opening the packs just to, like, for one, like Prismatic has not been great. Destined Rivals is probably going to be the same, and I mean, like, there is like a lot of hype around Black and White, but I think that's going to die down. And if it doesn't, whatever, I'm not going to worry about it. I'd rather just like open packs and not film it and not worry about like content in that regard. So that's just me though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know I just ranted for a while, but I felt like I needed to get that off my chest, man. I'm not gonna lie, like being in line in front of little kids that can't play because they got there, like they still got there early too, which is like the craziest thing. It's like they were in line before the shop opened. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel. I don't really want to like try and be like, oh, you know, woe is me, but like also like it sucks, dude. Like I don't want to have to feel like I don't want to have to feel like I'm taking the spot away from somebody. So anyway, that's all I got. That's kind of what I needed to get off my chest. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments how you guys are handling and navigating all of this weirdness that's going on, and if you guys were lucky enough to attend any pre-release events yourself, and if you got any cool pulls. Like I said, the Misty Psyduck is probably my best one, so let me know what you guys got. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.